I'm Scott Allen Miller. This is my life living in Nicaragua. Today we are in Managua, not where I'm filming this intro, but I spent the weekend in the city with my family, and I didn't do a lot of filming because it was a family weekend, but we did stay at an Airbnb, something I have not been doing in Managua for the last several years. We often stay in hotels just because of the way we travel into Managua, but we decided to try something different. My kids are getting bigger. We decided to go for a 2-bedroom apartment and try out something different. And it was a very busy weekend, so it gave us a great opportunity to test that out. And we had an amazing apartment experience in an area that we thought was really nice. And I just wanted to share that with you because people are always looking for more information about real estate and rentals and Airbnbs and all those kinds of things. So this is a perfect opportunity to take you guys and talk about and show you our Airbnb in the luxury area of Santo Domingo in the southeast of Managua. Right after the bump. The barrio of Santo Domingo is often considered to be one of the most exclusive regions of the Managua metro area, and it certainly feels like that. It has the Gallerias, which is the big shopping area. It is bordered on the north by Jean-Paul Genis, which is generally the more luxurious, more expensive main road through the city, and it is bounded by that on the north and the Carretera Messiah on the east. It's well connected to important parts of the city with lots of shopping, lots of restaurants and activities, a lot of up-and-coming areas, and a lot of developments, but it is also bounded on the west by a mountain ridge, and so it's a hilly area. It's not densely populated, although you will find in certain areas that it does get pretty heavy. It makes for some really interesting landscapes, which are perfect for more affluent housing. You tend to get slightly larger lots, but with very odd shapes and configurations, and you tend to get nice views. And because of the higher elevation, you tend to get a bit of breeze and more fresh air up there. So Santo Domingo is very popular, but it still allows you to get into the main part of the city or out to Messiah and Granada very easily. So people like it a lot if you're not constantly having to just walk to work downtown or something like that. So in this particular case, we spend a lot of time in Santo Domingo because it's a lot of the stuff that we like to do is in that area. A lot of shopping that my kids like to do, a lot of restaurants that they like to go to, a lot of the reasons that we go to Managua are for that region. So getting an Airbnb in that zone worked out perfectly. So we're going to be taking you, I didn't film the outside, I didn't get a lot of chance to. Again, it was my daughter's birthday weekend, so we were cutting down on the filming time. But we went to the Kodu or Kodu, I don't know how it's pronounced, apartments there. This is an entire apartment complex that is available on Airbnb. So it's 9 units, I believe. Actually, I may have seen that there's a few more, maybe 11, with different configurations and a pool in a private area with a private security guard. Very, very nice location in the middle of everything. What's interesting about this location is that it's very easy to get to coming in off the Carretera Messiah. You just turn in at the Hooters, the road directly in front of the Hooters, and just take it back. And it's just back there on the right, but it's right next to a lot of other developments. But it's actually in an area that's heavily wooded. There's open fields next to it, which I find very interesting in Santo Domingo, that it's such a desirable area, yet so much of it is undeveloped still. It's a weird combination, but you can see that there's a lot of potential. And it's right across the street from gated communities with beautiful big houses and some other condos. And it was an easy walk to go around the corner and go to the Plaza Santo Domingo Viejo, which has a Café Las Flores. It has a Marché, which is kind of a fancier restaurant. It's where Brutal used to be. For those who know my show and know that we've been to Brutal on opening night. We went there several times with the kids. It's a place we really like. They went out of business on September 5th, which is very sad, but the place that replaced them, Señor de las Carnes, has moved in there. Some other restaurants. Things change over a lot in Managua, and it's always a challenge to keep track of which things are thriving, which things have disappeared, and so forth. But that plaza is absolutely gorgeous. It's all street lamps and just beautiful structures and really expensive condos behind. But that's a pretty easy walk from this apartment. Plus, there's an AM/PM brunch, which we've been to, we've at least talked about on the show, is near there. And if you're really ambitious, you could walk to the mall, to the Gallerias, but we drove there, but it has its own back entrance from there. So this is an area we know pretty well, and just a lot of things are accessible without even having to get onto a highway, without having to do any hard driving, and in some cases with no driving at all. And yet the apartments feel very private in this gated, walled little area with a pool, completely secluded. And as soon as you step outside, you feel isolated because you're surrounded by fields primarily. You never quite feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, and you're not, but it has a weird private oasis in a bit of countryside feeling, even though you're in the city of Managua in this very exclusive, highly sought after area of Santo Domingo. So we thought that was a pretty fantastic location. And just for the specific restaurants and businesses that we tend to use there in Santo Domingo and across the highway in Las Colinas, this location was fantastic. Doing pedidos ya and stuff was super easy. And having a private pool is nice. And we found the whole layout of the apartment very comfortable and nice. So we're very happy with that. So without any further ado, I'm going to take you guys on a quick tour of this apartment complex. And we were in unit 4, which is the last one on the bottom, on the first floor, and just show you a little bit if we can get. Now, this cost us on a high demand weekend about $111 per night. But keep in mind, it's a 2 large bedroom, air conditioned, 1 bath, a luxury condo in this private thing with swimming pool that we're allowed to use. It came with 3 televisions. We had a full fridge and freezer. It came with a washer and dryer combo. It is very well appointed with nice furniture. So this is a place that you could potentially stay in for a bit of time if you're looking to spend more money. But even if you're just there for a few days, it has all the amenities, so you're able to handle, having a large group and really spending time and entertaining and even outdoor seating. So we're very happy with the layout and all the things that came with it. And for a high demand weekend, this was significantly less than we were looking at our normal set of hotels. So partly what drove us to explore a little bit was that we were saving so much money by doing this. So 111 was quite cheap for what you get on a high demand weekend. All right, we're going to take you through a tour of this facility. You can see the beautiful and quite sizable pool here. And you can see there's I think there's actually 11 units up there. That's the gym directly in front of us. They have some nice outdoor seating areas. None of this is huge, but this is a good, nice, open use of space for these apartments. I think this is a really comfortable area and feels nice being outside and being able to use it. So this is unit 4 where we stayed. And I really like the big seating outdoors that they have as well. I had to film this a little bit later when the sun was a little bit lower, so we got warmer light. You can see this big, beautiful living room, very nice furniture. Someone on the channel was asking where to get that kind of floating shelf unit the other day. You can see that there's one there. A dining room, just a small table, but comfy, very workable. Little breakfast bar, an island. Not much of a view outside, but you got windows you can open up for a nice bit of breeze across there. Plenty in the kitchen. It's very serviceable. You can easily cook in there, and it has a TV. It's got the washer and dryer built in, single unit there, right under the cabinet. That's very European. So a lot of North Americans are a little bit confused because it's everything built into one, but you really can dry your clothes there. So it's very nice as an apartment goes. And we found all this furniture very comfy. The kids liked camping out in the living room and using their iPads or watching TV. They actually found the entire apartment very nice to actually use. This is the master, I would call it, bedroom there with the windows going out to the front. The bathroom was nice and modern. It doesn't have the shower that has a closing door. It just has that half glass that's very modern and popular now. I don't like that because you get that cold air in the shower, but it's what people like these days, I guess. And then there's the second bedroom. The bedrooms are very similar, so it's not really a big deal of one being master or the other. There's only one bath. It's not like there's an ensuite versus a non-ensuite. But overall, I found this very spacious, well appointed. Those front windows do open up. You don't have to use air conditioning. You can get a lot of breeze. And here we're going to walk out and just show you what it's like coming out of the unit. And then we're going to go back in and show you the individual rooms. So this is the kids' room, or the non-master room, as I would think of it, the one in the back. Every room's air conditioned, so you can keep nice and cool, but have different temperatures for everybody, as is the Nicaraguan way. Again, windows open up. They're modern European windows, or European style at least. Comfy beds. This is the smaller bed and definitely the smaller room. So it is legitimately not the master. It's kind of private backspace, not the most beautiful. If it was my unit, I'd want to put a little garden back there to kind of make that a view. But interesting that they have a phone in the hallway. You can call for service, which is nice. Big windows here, bit more space, bigger bed, all very well appointed. We were very happy with this unit, from comfortable beds, comfortable rooms, a
place that I could actually work in the bedroom, as well as space, obviously, to work in the dining room. And I opened up the window here so you can see it looks right into the gym from there. Now, it's screens on the windows, which is nice. In case you have mosquitoes out and about, you don't have to worry about them. And overall, we were just very happy with the entire unit. So that's all that we had to show. Thanks for joining me. Like and subscribe. If you'd like to help support the channel, you can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/Scott Allen Miller. And as always, I will see all of you tomorrow.